So what's up, guys? It is Tuesday morning. I just finished up some Philly intervals, so I'm a little out of breath, but third race, third Sunday in a row coming up. It's going to be at Buck Creek in Springfield, so there's actually going to be a beach there. I checked out some videos from last year. A lot of off-camber turns, a lot of sand, so potentially some running to be done there. And it looks like they set up some hurdles right before this uphill run too, which is interestingly cruel. But I got a nice 4.5 mile run in yesterday. Fitness is feeling pretty good, healthy, no colds or anything like that. This week it'll be the big boys. My 650B, also known as 27.5 wheels with some 2.05, basically 2.1 inch mountain bike tires, which is going to help me when it comes to the sand and maybe some turns back up into the camber. I think that whole package is going to cost me about 2 pounds between the heavier wheels and heavier tires. They're kind of a budget wheel set versus the carbon prime wheels. So that's not going to be fun running uphill, but I'm excited for it. Pay no attention to my jersey here. There's some sort of low budget competing YouTube channel. They've never really done anything anyway. Pretty low on content. Anyway, back to the shop. All right, so here we go. My 650B wheels. They are some WTB STI 25. So 25 millimeter internal width, I believe a 30 millimeter external width. And I have used them already, not for any cyclocross, but a little bit of single track here in Columbus. I've got the Honey Badger XC Pro on the front, and then the Kenda Sabre Pro on the rear. The Sabre Pro, they're both 2.05s, but the Sabre Pro is just a little bit taller and just a little bit wider. The Honey Badger on the front just gives you a little bit more cornering grip and is a little bit more aggressive. I picked the Sabre Pro actually because it's pretty much a giant gravel tire. Not a whole lot of bite there, but it rolls really fast. So let's get them hooked up on the bike, see how things look. This probably couldn't be easier. So I thank the cycling gods that I don't have to set up any more tubeless tires this week. So interesting to see here. As far as that circumference, the 27.5 or 650B wheel with the 2.1 tire is nearly as tall as the 700 by 38. Probably would have been a little bit taller than that 700 by 32. So even though I've got lots of volume in the tire and it's a great big tire, it's still going to handle tightly in those switchbacks and 180 degree hairpins. So it's not going to be all stretched out and be cumbersome in the turns. We're scraping that brake pad just a little bit, so if you've never seen this trick, what you can do is loosen up the whole caliper. Make sure it's moving. Give it a spin, hit the brakes. Retighten. Should be good to go. Perfect. Alrighty, so one thing that held me up just a little bit, I actually put a new 11 through 34 cassette on here This is an Ultegra, I believe 6700 rear derailleur, so officially that max capacity is 32 teeth. I did wind the B limit screw in almost all the way and just changed the limit screws, so I'm going all the way down. And we're going all the way up. And it looks like there's plenty of clearance there, so 1134, I'm going to rock it. Let's look at the tire clearance there. About 4 millimeters. Not a whole lot. Far better in the front. So I don't anticipate it'll be a muddy course. It's just going to be sandy on the beach, but this would not be ideal for a real mud fest. Alrighty guys, so fast forward here a day and I got a few problems. An issue that cropped up in the first cyclocross race, I wasn't able to shift up to my big ring, so I just had to reset the front mech and kind of get that sorted out. It's doing okay now. So shifting up, shifting down, seems to be fine. Just a little bit of rub on the inside of the mech, but I can deal with that for now. The bigger problem is with my chain. I've got 3 problems. One is that it's absolutely filthy. That's a problem I can fix. Here's the second problem. So, pretty well stretched out, even on the other side. If I want to, I can push that right in. So, that's problem number 2. Problem number 3 is that now that I went up to this 34 in the rear, I actually don't have enough. Let's see here. You can see how much tension is on that derailleur, and that's not even in the largest cog there. So, of course, the solution to that problem is put a new chain on. So let's figure out how to size a chain. I'll talk you through that. So first things first here, let's get the old one off. Find that master link. Let's see. Shimano 105 chain, so keep the etchings, the logos on the outside. This is a new chain tool, actually. Make sure we're all lined up. Let's see how it works. Oh baby. All right, here we go. So we can set this aside, who knows. I don't think you can reuse these lengths. You have to get a new link there, pin I should say. Maybe at some point I could Frankenstein that. Alrighty, so let's do this for real now. We'll actually thread this through the derailleur as it should be. All right. we're in. Okay, so let's check it out. That does sound a lot better. It's not too long. We still have tension. Is it too short? Can it do the dreaded biggie big? It's not too short. It can do the biggie big with 2 bends. It still has room to go. Okay, let's do some off-camber work. One last check here for my satisfaction. There we go. All day. Love it. So what do I think? I mean, I think it looks absolutely mega. It's like the monster truck of cyclocross bikes. So I am excited. My expectations for it, well, I expect I'll get a few funny looks. I think it's going to be great on the sand as far as being able to keep a cadence, keep pedaling through. Hopefully I don't have to hike a bike as much. And I do think that it's going to help me on those off-camber sections downhill. It is going to be heavier. The whole bike's about 2 pounds heavier with the heavier wheel, heavier tires. It's not going to be as much fun running uphill, carrying the bike uphill, shouldering, all that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm excited. I think it's going to be fun. I don't know if it's the sweet spot for cyclocross, and certainly it's wildly beyond the UCI limit, so it's more of a fun experiment than something I would look to do on a regular basis for a competitive advantage. But hey, we'll see. I can't wait for Sunday, race day.